We just did 20 million views for Ken Carson, but halfway through the campaign team paused our accounts and almost cut out our entire payout because our views were climbing too fast.
And after all that, we only got paid 60% of the views we actually earned. Here's exactly what happened.
Ken Carson isn't just some rapper on the come up. This is one of the most streamed artists in the world right now, signed to Playboy Carti's label, billions of streams, and a fan base that is genuinely obsessive. So when his campaign dropped on our dashboard, we didn't think twice. The platform is called WAP. It's a creator marketplace where brands and labels pay creators to post short form videos using their sound. We'd used it before, and that's actually how we landed the Little Ticker campaign. So when Ken Carson showed up on there, we already knew exactly how the game worked. But knowing the game and winning it are two completely different things. Here's the setup that actually gave us the edge.
Here's what nobody tells you about these campaigns. The money goes fast, like blink and it's gone. The budget is shared across every creator in the campaign, and it drains in real time as views roll in. If you're slow, you get nothing. If you're not already set up with pages and content ready to go, you don't even get to play the game. We were all set up, two completely different sets of accounts, basketball pages and finance pages, which sounds like a weird combo, but that's exactly what made this work. Because when a music campaign drops, most creators are scrambling to figure out what kind of content to even make. We didn't even have that problem. We had two audiences ready to go and two completely different content styles to pull from. For the basketball pages, we leaned into humor, funny edits, memes, clips that people would actually share. Not everything had to be a cinematic highlight reel. Sometimes the most viewed thing is just something genuinely funny with a hard beat behind it. We figured that out fast. And for the finance pages, honestly it was even easier. For our finance content, it already runs with music in the background. That's just the format we usually do. So we didn't change anything. We just swapped in Ken Carson's sound and kept posting the exact same thing we usually do. So same content, same format, same audience, zero extra effort. It felt like a cheat code, honestly. That's what we realized. The real advantage wasn't just having pages. It was having pages where the sound actually fit naturally. We weren't forcing it, and when content feels natural, it performs.
So we locked in on one mindset: pure volume. Post everything, test fast, and don't overthink it. We weren't trying to make the perfect video. We were trying to make 100 decent ones, and we did that. Over 100 videos posted across all accounts with Ken Carson's sound. We were moving so fast that the manual review team thought we were gaming the system.
And then we got flagged. The campaign team pulled every single one of our posts for manual review because our numbers were too high, too fast. 20 million views across our accounts apparently raised some serious eyebrows. And here's the thing about getting flagged mid-campaign. The payments stop. On WAP, payouts process every hour as your views accumulate. So while we're frozen, the clock is still ticking, the budget is still draining across other creators, and we're sitting there getting nothing. That waiting period was brutal. I'm talking refreshing the dashboard every 5 seconds brutal. You've done the work, you've got the numbers, you're watching the budget disappear in real time, and there is nothing you can do except wait. We genuinely didn't know if we were getting paid or getting cut completely. And then the review cleared, every post accepted.
But here's where it actually stings. By the time we got cleared, the money was basically drying up while we were stuck on the sidelines. Remember, while we were frozen, every other creator was still getting paid. The pot was draining and we weren't in it. We did 20 million views at $300 per million. That should have been $6,000. But because the budget ran out before our views could fully process, we only got paid about 60% of what we actually earned. We did the views, we just didn't get the money for all of them.
And that's the part nobody talks about with these campaigns. It's not a guaranteed rate card. The budget is finite, it moves fast, and if anything interrupts your momentum, a review, a technical issue, anything, you can lose earnings you've already generated. That's just the reality of how this works right now. So what did we actually clear? Roughly $3,600. Not life-changing money by any means, but but getting 20 million views for one of the biggest artists in the world on pages we already built with content we were already making, that sounds pretty good to me.
And here's the thing about why artists even run these campaigns. They're not paying creators to run ads, they're paying creators to manufacture culture. When hundreds of accounts post the same sound in a short window, the algorithm doesn't just serve it assumes the song is already trending and pushes it even harder. You become part of the reason a song blows up. That's a completely different thing from clicking boost on a post. We're not just making content, we're moving numbers for real artists at scale, and the labels know it.
So the blueprint is the same every single time. Platforms first, opportunity second. You cannot build the runway after the plane is already landing. If we didn't already have the basketball pages and the finance pages built before the campaign dropped, we would have never ever seen it. And if we had seen it, we wouldn't have anything to post with. The next campaign is going to drop when it drops. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, and when it does, the budget will drain in hours. You either have the pages ready or you don't.
And if you want to know exactly how we build them, then subscribe, because that's what this channel is all about. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one,
And have an amazing rest of your day.